What's up, brothers? Felt it was time for the next Raw Talk. All right, got something on my mind, see where it takes us, but little update for you guys. Been at Lifetime Fitness, absolutely loving it, loving this gym, loving just being around other people who are trying to get better, right? That's super cool. The social aspect is awesome. The grind aspect is awesome. I love the feeling of like starting at ground zero and pushing myself like through the discomfort of getting to ground 10 or whatever it may be, right? Because when you start, you got nothing, right? And the reason I love that feeling, and I haven't always loved that feeling, is because every time I've felt that feeling in my life, every stage, it has been the prerequisite to growth. Prerequisite to like, boom, this period of my life, I grew a ton, right? Always. It's never been, okay, this was easy to get into, right? You got a lot of growth here. No, let's pick them off one by one. Martial arts, right? This is one a lot of men want to do, but a lot of men don't. I felt the same feelings of discomfort that everyone feels. Maybe I had a little less because I was already in good shape when starting martial arts. One of the biggest reasons I have confidence now, right? Biggest. And because I started that martial art, I can now teach it at this new gym. Starting a business, doing the door-to-door sales, doing personal training for the first time. Content, right? Creating content, insanely uncomfortable because in the beginning, I sucked, just like everyone. If you haven't done a skill for a while, you suck in the beginning. But after putting in the reps, eating the shit, me learning that skill of content has allowed me to come to this gym and utilize content to get myself out to the members, right? I could post something now and 1,000 members will see it versus one by one. And a lot of the trainers here, super successful in person, right? Very charismatic, have a very good business going for them. But not a lot of people have been utilizing content at this gym. Reason being is because it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable, it's new, right? But because I ate that shit means I have the skill now, right? I have the skill. And so, like, really being here and being new and eating shit a little bit in the beginning, right? I love it. I love it. Right? The first time I didn't. The first time I thought I was just eating shit to eat shit. But now I know it's the prerequisite. It's a prerequisite. Right? And man, I'll tell you guys, I haven't been like, and man, I will tell you guys, I haven't been in like big social settings very often these past year because I've been fully online. Right, I was at a personal training gym a year before that, but this is my first time I've been able to like be interacting with people in person all day, and it's given me like a perspective. Okay, where am I at as far as confidence goes? Right, where am I at as far as charisma, speaking ability, aura, right, communication ability, and I'm very satisfied with what's been done. Right, even though I've just kind of been sitting in my room, coaching my clients, making content, right? Not really socializing that much because I was eating shit all those months, right? Eating shit in the sense of I didn't go out, right? I wasn't drinking. I was posting every day even though I didn't want to. And I'm still posting every day. Now I kind of want to because I'm good at it. But that allowed me to come in here with confidence. And everyone now sees the version of me now, right? Sees who I am now, right? I'm 22 years old and you're already this mature, confident, got good thing going for you, right? If they would have seen how I was 4 years ago, crazy, right? It's proved to me that not just the method works, because I know the method works, but that it compounds, right? Because that's sometimes how we can feel in our journey. Okay, we have periods where we're really on the grind, feeling a lot of growth. And we might feel like this. We might feel like this, back down. Then maybe like this, right, up like this. But if you're able to zoom out and see the trend over a period of 2-3 years, you can see this overall, the trend, right? And that is what it has been. Continuously, brothers. And so never think the only things you can do to improve your life are just the habits, right? The habits are foundational. Great, right? That gets you structured. That's a great baseline. The first couple months of doing the habits, you get a huge boost of confidence. But guess what? Then the habits become easy. Then the daily routine becomes easy, right? And guess what? If it's easy, you're not growing from it, right? And so what do, right? That's when you got to go out there, brother. You got to go out. If you haven't done martial arts, knock that off, right? If you want to start a business, knock that off, right? Do some sales job, knock that off. Any commission-based job, knock that off. Create content, knock that off, right? Compete in something, whether that's bodybuilding or MMA, knock it off. Boom, 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 boom. After you've done all that, or whatever your path looks like, what am I afraid of? What sounds uncomfortable? All right, what is my next challenge? Otherwise, you stay stuck, brother. Right? You can watch as many self-development videos as you want, but if you are currently in a comfortable situation on a day-to-day basis to where you aren't pushed by external circumstances, you're gonna stay stuck, right? Because the thing about watching self-development content is it's comfortable. It is. The only time self-development content is actually valuable is if it makes you act. That's it. That's the purpose of self-development content, right? You know the habits, brother, right? You know, take the cold showers, you know, go to the gym, you know, eat right, eat high protein, stay away from processed foods, right? You know not to be your dick and give into these vices, instant gratification. You know this, right? Maybe you don't know PE or Qigong, that's where the method comes in, but still, why aren't you doing that, right? On a daily basis. And if you are, okay, great. You're watching self-development content because you want more growth. All right, what's next, brother? What are you afraid of? Have you tried martial arts? Have you documented your journey online, on YouTube or on Instagram? Right? The growth is out there. And you can comment on this video if you're like, give me your situation, say you're stuck. I'll help you out with the next path, bro. Simple as that. All right, but you have to get uncomfortable. And all the shit I went through and making content, because I'm telling you guys, there were days like where I did not want to make content. I did not feel confident. I was not getting any positive feedback because I was not growing at all. That hurts, right? When no one's saying, hey, your videos are helping me, changing my life, right? I'm not growing followers at all. I'm getting more, putting more into these videos than the views I'm getting, time-wise, right? That sucks. But guess what? The reason I am who I am today is because of that. Because of that. But it doesn't seem like it, brother. It doesn't seem like it. You just have to know. I'm telling you, bro, you just have to know that those times where you're built, right? Now, the problem is that even by telling yourself, you know, that shitty situations are building you, they're still going to be shitty, right? It should never be your goal to make them less shitty. No. It should be your goal to push yourself more into the shit. You feel me? Because, hey, say you do make it less shitty, that means you're running from the work. You're making it easier on yourself, when if making it easier on yourself was the correct decision, you would have already made it months ago, right? You would have. A couple recent examples for me was when I first started doing my online coaching and I had free time. I wasn't doing in-person PT anymore. I was making content, but I still had time. I still felt like I had something else I can do to make myself uncomfortable, right? What can I do? Okay, well, I love bodybuilding. Let me do a competition. Simple as that. Let me commit to something that's gonna force me to grow. Okay, did the bodybuilding competition. Love that, got a lot of growth, want more growth, let me do another one. All right, I've been making content, getting my clients results. All right, but I still have some extra time, want some extra finances, what should I do? Okay, let's do personal training. All right, let's pick the best gym in the area and go run it up there. Right, okay, me and my brother get here. First day or second day, we're throwing into the Lions. Right, go stand in front of the door and try to get the people to sign up for a challenge. Right, like door to door again. Right, I don't know any of these people, uncomfortable as hell, but I felt that feeling immediately. And I told my brother this, I'm like, this is the feeling we need. Right, we took a deep breath, we're like, oh, this sucks. But we moved anyways, right? We moved anyways. So, I'm done with the motivating, boys. You know what to do, right? If it's like, I'm telling you, if it doesn't lead to action, it's cope. It's cope, right? you're watching motivational content instead of doing the thing you want to be motivated for, because it's easier. Period, point blank, right? If this is your second, third, maybe fifth self-development video, and you don't know what to do, go watch the masterclass, first video on this channel. Then you will know what to do. Now it's time to take action, fellas. If you can't take action on your own, you have resources, right? You have coaches, me or Mike, or anyone, right? I felt like I wasn't taking enough action on my own. I knew I needed someone to kind of hold me accountable, right? Someone in my environment to raise my standards. So I got a coach, right? Because I know my ego getting in the way does nothing for me, nothing at all, zero. And he has a coach. All right, fellas. 45 minutes on here, 3 weeks out. Getting a plant-based video coming out soon, a mural board, truly educational. I love you guys. Peace.